90-day fiancé Shekinah rages, makes awful accusations. Is it over? 90-day fiancé stars Shekinah Garner and Sarper Guven have been doubted by many viewers since their debut in The Other Way Season 5. Sarper raised a lot of eyebrows due to his past of dating over 2,500 women. However, he changed himself and eventually won the hearts of many. The two are currently in the latest season of the original series. But some fans think Shekinah is already hinting at a possible major setback in their relationship. Keep reading to see her post. 90-day fiancé, Sarper Guven struggles living with Shekinah Garner. The latest season of 90-day fiancé features Sarper's journey living his new life in the US with Shekinah. He was surprised to see how tight Shekinah's home was. But things got worse when Sarper was told by his fiancée that he had to leave the house when she had a client. Shekinah is an esthetician and owns numerous equipment in her living room. Sarper even calls himself part-time homeless due to his living condition. But despite the difficulties, Sarper continues to show loyalty to Shekinah, showing eagerness to defy all odds just to be with her. A reality TV fan page, at 90-day Fiancé Update, recently re-uploaded Shekinah Garner's social media story. According to the page and several fans, the 90-day fiancé star appears to be aiming for an appearance in future 90-day, The Last Resort seasons due to her post. Shekinah shared a lengthy message, ranting about being hurt and feeling alone. She added that she's being blamed for everything and is starting to feel like a burden. Shekinah went on to say that she's feeling deeply unhappy, but her partner would just shut her down. Another part of her rant includes a message she received saying her partner would leave her if she got too skinny. There was not much context about where Shekinah's rants came from. But some fans are not having it, saying it's her way of making up more storyline. 90-day fiancé, how are Sarper Guven and Shekinah Garner today? Sarper Guven continues to document his life in the US. The 90-day fiancé star is currently thriving as a fitness coach in Los Angeles. Many of his posts today are clips from his boot camps, and many fans hope to train with him soon. Meanwhile, Shekinah has shared numerous photos with Sarper before her suspicious rants. She even left many fans in awe after sharing photos with Sarper hanging out with different domesticated farm animals. Sarper and Shekinah also own a house cow, which was seen in the latest season. Shekinah was never one to stay silent when her heart was on the line. But what happened tonight on 90-day fiancé went far beyond anything viewers had ever seen from her before. The evening began innocently enough. Cameras followed Shekinah and Sarper as they prepared for what was supposed to be a romantic dinner overlooking the twinkling lights of Istanbul. Shekinah had spent hours getting ready, choosing the perfect dress, fixing her hair into soft waves, and even practicing a few loving words in Turkish to surprise Sarper. She envisioned laughter, candles, a deep conversation about building their future together. But from the moment she arrived at the restaurant, a bad energy hung heavy in the air. Sarper barely looked up from his phone when she sat down. His answers were curt, distracted. And Shekinah's radar, always finely tuned to betrayal after years of disappointments, immediately went off. Trying to shake it off, Shekinah ordered wine and reached across the table, asking Sarper about his day. Instead of softening, he stiffened, muttering something about meetings and clients. But Shekinah wasn't stupid. She was being lied to. Worse, she felt it, deep in her gut. The first explosion came when Sarper's phone buzzed, again, and he instinctively flipped it over, face down. "What are you hiding?" Shekinah's voice cut through the elegant hum of the restaurant like a knife. A few nearby diners turned their heads. Sarper's jaw tightened. "Nothing. Please, don't start." But Shekinah was already past the point of no return. "Don't start," she repeated, voice rising. "You've been shady all day. Is there someone else, Sarper? Are you cheating on me?" Sarper rolled his eyes, a move that only poured gasoline on the fire. Shekinah stood up so quickly her chair clattered backwards, drawing a gasp from a nearby couple. And then, the accusations began. "You are a liar," she shouted, jabbing her finger toward him. "You sit there pretending to be this perfect boyfriend, but I see you. I know you're messaging other women behind my back. You can't help yourself, can you? You will never be loyal to anyone but yourself. Sarper's face burned red with anger and embarrassment, but he said nothing, just sitting there, silently daring her to continue. And she did. You told me I was the only one. You told me you changed. But you're still that same player you always were. How many girls are you texting right now, huh? 5? 10? Are you laughing at me behind my back? Shekinah's voice cracked with emotion, but her rage kept her standing tall. Tears welled up in her heavily lined eyes but did not fall. Not yet. Production frantically whispered into walkie-talkies as diners gawked. A producer tried to gently intervene, suggesting they step outside. But Shekinah brushed them off with a furious wave. You are a fraud, she screamed, her hands trembling. You don't love me, Sarper. You never did. You just wanted the attention. You used me for this show. That accusation hit Sarper hard enough that he finally stood up. His chair scraped loudly across the floor. That's not true, he hissed under his breath. I loved you. Loved, she shot back. Past tense? Wow. Just wow. He opened his mouth to argue, but then seemed to think better of it. Without another word, Sarper grabbed his phone and stalked out of the restaurant, leaving Shekinah standing alone. The camera caught her, heartbroken but furious, grabbing her purse and storming toward the exit, the producer trailing behind her. Outside, under the cold Istanbul night sky, Shekinah finally broke down. The tears came fast and hot, streaking her mascara down her cheeks. I left everything for him, she sobbed to the producer. I left my family, my business, my whole life. I moved across the world. And for what? For this? The producer gently asked if she wanted to take a break from filming, but Shekinah shook her head fiercely. No, she said, voice hoarse but steady. They need to see this. Everyone needs to see what he really is. In a raw, emotional confessional filmed just moments later, Shekinah let it all spill out. I should have listened to my instincts, she said bitterly. From the beginning, there were red flags. But I wanted to believe in love so badly. I wanted the fairy tale. Instead, I got this nightmare. She paused, wiping her nose with the back of her hand. I don't think I can come back from this. I don't think we can come back from this. Maybe it's over. As the screen faded to black, a chilling "to be continued" left viewers hanging, wondering what the next move would be. Was there any chance Shekinah and Sarper could reconcile after such a brutal public explosion? Or had the ugly accusations, and the deep hurt behind them,